Let's start by talking about ultra-processed foods. Many of us are concerned that they negatively impact people's health. Not that I'm asking you to give the definition, but how important would it be for us to figure out a definition, and are there any particular components you're looking for?
Sure. I think, thank you so much for the question, Senator. I do agree that we have to have some guidelines around this. And I think especially with regard to meat and poultry products, one of the things that has to be addressed is the nutritional value. Of course, with regard to food safety, we do need some of the chemicals and some of the processing to maintain food safety. If you think about things like beef jerky, meat sticks, sometimes that goes into back programs. But we need to be transparent to the consumer, and we need for them to understand, and we will continue to work with the FDA on those definitions and to champion the cause for our consumer.
Great. Thank you for that answer. One of my big goals is always to help small processing plants to help farmers and ranchers meet local producers, and farmers, ranchers, more my ranchers, to allow their products to go across state line as well. And recently, USDA stated that they will provide additional guidance, I'm quoting here, provide additional guidance on requirements for very small meat processors serving local markets that ease compliance while maintaining safety. Safety first. What can you do? What is your vision of helping some of those smaller packing plants in particular?
I've spent my career working with the small and very small meat industry, so it's definitely a passion of mine. Many times they are lacking the technical expertise, so connecting them with trade associations or university extension offices where they can get that technical expertise. Also, USDA consumer safety officers, whenever I was previously in this position, we had dedicated a portion of their time to provide technical assistance to the small and very small processors. That will be important, as well as having small plant roundtables to understand what their needs are, where they can come and we listen to them. And I personally like to participate in those, so I stay on top of the needs so our agency can meet those needs, and I'm committed to that.
Thank you. And Mr. Walk, let's turn to you. The National Bio and Agro-Defense Facility, I'm sure you're familiar in Manhattan, Kansas, home of the mighty Fighting Wildcats, is falling behind. And do you have a commitment to look into that, investigate the challenges, and then hopefully hold somebody accountable? Mr. Walker, yeah.
Senator, yes, I appreciate that question. There are serious issues with MBAF, and as a former employee of DHS, I certainly understood that there were problems on that side as well, and the issues of biosecurity is essential, particularly in today's environment, and we need to make sure we have a biocontainment lab at that level, and we need to figure out what went wrong there. And so, yes, that is something that I want to make sure I watch.
And you'll follow up with us as that investigation pursues as the law allows?
Senator, I will.
Okay, let's go to Ms. Harrell for a second here. I love your experience working with FFA and 4-Hers as well. And this is so often we look at things in silos up here. I'm certainly Make America Healthy Again is very important to me. This Rural Health Transformation Fund is a priority for us as well. Regenerative agriculture, but it's not three different issues. To me, it's all one issue. And I think that if we can educate the FFAers and 4-Hers on the importance of Make America Healthy Again, regenerative agriculture, and through them, you help educate our fathers and mothers and grandmothers and grandfathers how important this regenerative agriculture is, precision agriculture is to just not the soil health, but the waters of the land as well. What could you do to help promote that communication and education so that more farmers and ranchers are focusing on soil health and water safety as well?
Thank you for that question, and it's a very good one. And I think there are so many people in our country that don't understand the importance of agriculture. And just with the meeting I had with Senator Justice, being able to come back and message, and where we work together is coming to your office, understanding some of the needs in the different states, the challenges, but then collectively put together some messaging, some kind of conversation that we can have publicly, both with producers and farmers, but also with the general public. And I believe that will be part of our goal in terms of OCR. I'd like to kind of change the face or how OCR is viewed so that we can be more of a resource in terms of helping to message and meet with these FFAers and these 4-Hers around the country and equip them with the tools they need to have those conversations within their circles.
You know, in as much as my generation in grade school were educated about tobacco, and we went home and told our parents, please quit smoking.
Right.
I think we can do the same thing, reaching our youth and saying, please reach out to your fellow producers out there and say, please, our water's not healthy in some situations, our soil's not healthy. That would be my vision.